Indian Embassy recently co-organized a business matching conference in Hanoi. The event aims to promote the bilateral cooperation between the two countries in the electronics and information technology sectors.
The conference attracted the participation of representatives from 11 Indian businesses and many local businesses. Coming to Vietnam this time, Indian companies hope to build up long-term partnerships in the sectors of software development, network services, and the distribution of specialized electronic devices. The event is a new initiative of the Electronics and Computer Software Export Promotion Council from India, which is expected to significantly promote the IT export value between Vietnam and India in the coming time. The electronics and information technology has been widely acknowledged as key economic sectors in India, generating a total export revenue of $77 billion in the 2011-2012 periods.
Vietnam in recent years has encouraged software businesses to strengthen the cooperation with Indian partners, aiming to promote the development of the domestic software industry. On the occasion of the Vietnam-India Business Matching Conference on Electronics and IT sector, our VTC10 reporter conducted an interview with Mr. Mandeep Singh Puri, the representative from India's Electronics and Computer Software Export Promotion Council, to obtain more understanding on the cooperation between the two countries' software businesses in the coming time.
Thank you, Mr. Mandeep Singh Puri, for joining our program today. The first question is that, can you share with us why did ESC decide to promote the cooperations with Vietnam in the ICT sectors, especially the software industries, as a major focus?
Well, ESC has a major focus on software and export promotion. It's the Export Promotion Council of India, and we focus mainly on hardware and predominantly on software. Well, ASEAN, our relationship is going stronger, and Vietnam is a very important partner for us, and this was the right time for us to make a visit when there is a whole lot of awareness for IT within Vietnam.
Can you share with us some of the major focus of Vietnam and India cooperations in the software industries in the coming time, especially after the cooperations in this conference?
We've come here to seek out Vietnamese business who are willing to have partnerships with us so that we can do joint product development and look at local development within Vietnam and try to grow businesses both ways, for Vietnamese businesses as well as for Indian businesses.
And in your opinion, what should be the development priorities of Vietnam's software industries in the future? Software outsourcing or the software products with higher added value?
Well, actually both. I think business is pretty important, where you should not pick and choose initially. It is much later in the maturity stage that you should pick and choose. The services business is instant revenue, your investment. So if I put in investment and I'm doing services, I'll start getting paid immediately. Whereas in products, there's a long incubation where I need to spend a lot of money to create a product and then market that product, and that product needs to be very successful before I get the return on investment. So my advice to anyone is that you should focus on both. Some businesses can do well in products, some businesses do well in services. So later you would come to know as to what is more profitable and what is your area of interest, and then you can start specializing in that particular area of interest. It could be a product, it could be services.
And what are the experience of India's that Vietnam can learn to develop a better human resource for software industries in the future?
Well, investment in people is very, very important. However, what is more important is the investment which happens when you do business together. When we do business together, so let's say there is an opportunity and we are doing a software product, the kind of experience and the kind of learning which a Vietnamese professional can have while working on a particular live project or a live software development product is much more than what he can go into institutes or he can go into universities and learn.
Once again, thank you, Mr. Mandeep Singh Puri, for joining our program today.
And following is some other economic news in brief.
The Japanese government has committed to grant 2.6 billion